AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. Yeah. You heard the bell. Fabian PerspecTV, so accepted. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah, we got our brother in the building.
Listen, Dame dato.
I'm just excited. I'm just as excited to see Flea as the Knicks are the second seed. I ain't been on here with my brother in a minute. What's good, fellas?
What's up, baby? It's my guys. I'm dressed for the occasion.
Love it. Yeah. I got my Knicks hat low in the cut for Saturday night. It's going down.
Good beanie. He got the my OG got the good beanie. Yes, sir.
Going down. Fabian, talk to us, man. What up?
Listen, man, we're in a good position, a great position, best position I think since the '90s. I haven't felt this well about a team. Well, since the '99 season for the Knicks. Let's be honest. I gotta be honest, but it seems like people are still stuck in their ways about us and doubting us, and particularly like my first favorite basketball player ever, was Sir Charles himself. And they keep hating on us, man. I don't get it. Maybe Flea, maybe AllBall can help me.
What Chuck had to say? I heard him running his mouth last night. What Chuck?
The Sixers are playing right now, but Chuck is just out of his mind.
What Chuck talking about?
Guys, we got to win one game at home. Everything's working out perfectly. When you look at the brackets, the Knicks losing Randall, we gonna beat the Knicks. All we gotta do is win this one game. Then we get the Knicks. We gonna beat the Knicks. And like I say, it's really unfortunate what happened to the Knicks with the Randall injury. But to me, if the Sixers win this game tomorrow, and they are going to win this game tomorrow.
You're thinking conference finals.
I'm thinking conference finals. I truly am. Man, we play the Knicks in the first round. We better than the Knicks. We're better because if you look at the Knicks, who've had a great year, the Sixers probably going to have Brunson's in the conversation, but they're going to have 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 5 of the next best players in the entire series. Tobias Harris he'd be the second best player, in my opinion. Well, I forgot about OG.
Cut that.
Well, I'm going to pick them to beat.
Cut that. Pause that. Why is Tobias Harris' name mentioned? Why? What is these? No. Please let me go. Yo, listen, man. Listen. Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm embarrassed that Ernie and Kenny the Jet Smith didn't stop him from saying, what are you talking about, Tobias Harris's? Why is his name mentioned? What are you talking about? If we talk about the best 5 players in that series, Philly and New York, we got 2 of them with OG and Brunson. Okay, then you go Maxey, you go Embiid. After that, it's probably Josh Hart. What are you talking about? Yo, listen, man. Big shout out Kendrick Perkins. I'm sorry, y'all. It goes to show you. I said this the other day, Flea. These analysts, they need the teams that they know to win. Because if the Knicks, if Minnesota, if OKC, if these teams win, they have no content because they don't watch them. So they just saying anything.
OG, I've been telling folks this for a long time. And I've had to scream it a lot this year. A lot of cats just want to be in the conversation. They don't watch basketball. They just want to be a part of the conversation. They don't watch basketball. And what I mean by don't watch basketball is exactly what you said. Not the Lakers, not the Celtics, not, the popular teams that have, not Golden State, the teams that have 10, 15, 20 plus games on national TV. We talking about the New York Knicks. We talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves. We talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder. We're talking about the Orlando Magic. We're talking about teams that had great seasons that nobody wants to talk about because just keep it a buck. You don't watch them. You want to be a part of the conversation, so you watch the teams that are on national TV all the time. But if somebody sat down and watched the Knicks this season and really invested in them, you would have been pleased whether you are a Knicks fan or not. It's great basketball to watch. What they did this season, what our Knicks did this year, is commendable. I don't give a damn if we don't win a championship. What we did this year with the hand that we was dealt, Fabian, you can't squeeze any more juice out of this lemon, dog. You can't. A 2 seed and the Celtics won 66 games or something like that? Like, come on. Let's cut it out, y'all. Let's cut it out. Let's just be honest and come on screen and we talking about you analysts, because I know y'all watch us too. Y'all watch us so that y'all can get on there and act like y'all did something. No, just be honest. You just don't watch it. You don't watch it. Just keep it a buck.
Except apparently Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins thinks that people aren't ready to admit that Jalen Brunson is better than Steph Curry. Like,
say it again.
Jalen,
hold on, because I remember somebody else saying that. Remember, we talking this year. We not talking for his whole career. We talking this year. Go ahead, though. I'm sorry.
73-9. They lie. Cups to Legends like a LeBron stan, but he said Jalen Brunson really better than Steph now. Golden State should blow it all up this summer. Kendrick Perkins responds by saying, "This is a conversation that people aren't ready to have yet, big bro." Why is he a big bro, Kendrick? Kendrick Perkins thinks people aren't ready to admit that Jalen Brunson is better than Steph Curry. Something you said, AllBall. You said the Knicks have, let's say you go Embiid, Jalen Brunson, then you go OG. If you're talking about the three best players in Maxi's not better than OG, not more dominant than OG. He's not changing the game like OG. Not happening. Okay, what they say. Now, the toss-up for me is going to be, is Maxey more dominant than Mitchell Robinson? Why is he not in the conversation? To me, even if you want to throw in Maxey, cool. So out of the top 5 players in the game on that court, the Knicks are going to have 3 of them easily. If you go top 5, you want to put Maxey anywhere in that top 2 to 5 slot, I'm fine with that. But there's no way Mitchell Robinson's not involved in there. So Charles Barkley is out of his mind. He proved that he does not watch the Knicks at all. I don't know what he gambles on. And it makes sense because Mitchell Robinson really didn't play since December. So you're not talking about Mitchell Robinson. He made sense against the Cavaliers last year as we watched them all year, and they're just smoking the Cavaliers defensively. A lot of us knew going in, this is going to be an easy battle on the boards. Against the Philadelphia 76ers, what is he? Yo, Mitchell Robinson is a problem for them. Then you got Hartenstein. And OG was really guarding Embiid. The Miami Heat Philadelphia game is on right now. Philly's having issues. They might not make the playoffs. They might not make the playoffs. Embiid is just coming off of injury. What? The Philadelphia 76ers have not looked like they were in championship form since November, December, since Christmas. Santa Claus came and went, and so did the 76ers. What are we talking about?
Listen.
No sense to me.
Let me ask y'all a question. I'm really triggered by Charles Barkley and Shaq, right? Because I hold them in high regard. And it's sad.
Basketball players.
Right.
Not niggas that know the game.
Right.
But we got to start learning. Go ahead, OG.
But still, Fleet, it's sad that, these guys is not just telling the truth on national live TV. Like, these guys have a cult following. So just be honest, I didn't watch the Knicks this season, so that's why I'm picking. Because I'm going to be honest with you, they not watching no basketball. They going off for their highlights, their notes, and whatever happened last year. Bro, they not watching none of these games. But let me ask y'all a question. Right now, this season, if you had a choice of Tobias Harris or Josh Hart, who are you picking?
In terms of effect on the basketball court, give me Josh Hart 10 times out of 10 twice on Sunday.
Exactly.
The last 3 seasons,
how does Charles Barkley fathom to say that the Philadelphia Sixers would have the 2-3 best players, and he goes Embiid and then Tobias Harris?
Because OG, how it's easy to rank guys, especially in a series like this, or rank them anyway. It's easy to do that from an offensive standpoint. Who puts the ball in the basket more? Who's a better player in terms of putting the ball in the basket? But when you have to have a real conversation on why Josh Hart is a better basketball player than Tobias Harris, people don't want to have that because it extends out more than just, hey, I'm going to just drop it in the hoop. Tobias Harris is a way more talented player, right? We're talking offense, way more talented. I don't think nobody would argue that. But in terms of player, everything encompassing, I need you to do everything and possibly put it in the hoop. Like I said, give me Josh Hart 10 times out of 10 twice on Sunday. And Tobias is from the town.
Yeah.
We love Tobias.
Yeah,
but
NYC.
It also it proves more like think I tweeted it earlier or I commented to somebody. Remember, these guys been on TV for 6 decades. They know exactly what to say to get a rise, get a reaction. And Barkley just got on social media 2 weeks ago. I don't believe that. I believe that you don't even need social media. Look at Skip Bayless. These guys know what to say to get a reaction. They know how to keep their job. Barkley knows how to keep that T-Mobile sponsorship. That's not by accident.
They just canceled him and Gail's show on CNN, by the way. I just want to throw that out
there. Listen, I love Barkley. I love Barkley, but he is trash inside the NBA.
They just canceled that.
I was just about to say that. Anything besides inside the NBA, terrible. Big shout out to Ernie. That thing with him and Ernie, horrific. Like I said, that's like watching the funeral. Listen,
the steam room,
terrible.
I'll roll. But there's certain ones that I was like, this wasn't bad. But
yeah, okay. But you know, I'm gonna just say this.
But yo, Flea, podcast P was better than that, man.
I'm rolling.
But let me just say the Knicks, right? And I'm not saying this because I'm a gigantic, huge Knicks fan. It's nowhere in the world you can watch the NBA this season and not see how special the Knicks are. I do not like that they give SGA and them props. They give Minnesota props. These guys haven't won anything. They didn't win a playoff series yet. They give everybody else props. And like Kendrick Perkins said, big shout out to him. It's hard to fathom. And I've been saying this. I've been consistent all season, Flea. When I say Brunson was the best point guard in the NBA, people went crazy. I said the only person that may be better is Luka, and we know he's not really a point guard, but by the letter of the law, he's a point guard. That's what it has down there. I said he's playing. I'm not saying he's better overall than Steph Curry, but if we're talking this season, we see what Steph Curry did. Out of here. Out of here. You think Steph Curry could do what Brunson did with that roster? We seen him with mediocre, half-decent rosters. And what happens? Last night, eliminated. What Brunson do? Second seed. They gotta start giving the man his props, Flea. I'm gonna let you go. They gotta start just being honest. We cannot keep with the thinking of LeBron, KD, Giannis. No, these other guys is here. And Brunson is here to stay. Flea, this is going on 3 years now. He showed you in Dallas. He showed you his first year in New York. And then he comes back the second year in New York and gets even better. What more do they want, Flea? Please help me understand.
We're back-to-back appearances in the playoffs. We've never been in this playing shit that they have now. The Knicks ain't never been a playing team.
We'll talk about it. But who has, Flea, for 4 years straight? Talk about it, Flea.
Your man. Everybody man. Been in the playing every year. Anyway, that we'll get to that, I'm sure, at some point. But see, here's the thing about that comment from Kendrick Perkins and Cuffs. Would we ever stack up Jalen Brunson and Steph Curry like in totality? No. Jalen Brunson can't hold a candle to Steph Curry if we're talking about career and effect on the game and all of that. I don't think that's not even a conversation to have. But if we're talking about the 2023-2024 NBA season, this season, it is clear as day that Jalen Brunson is a top 5, top 3 point guard in the NBA. Has to be. Argue with your mama at this point. Like, don't argue with niggas that watch the game and watch basketball. Argue with somebody that is just oblivious to what's going on. Because if you are dialed in and been watching what's going on, Jalen Brunson has been amazing. The thing about this thing with Steph Curry is the best basketball player I've ever seen without the basketball. Like, he does a lot of stuff without the rock. Jalen Brunson is a guy that got the rock in his hand. Trey Young, a guy that has a rock in his hand. Luka, Kyrie, Ja Morant, SGA, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul. Like, I could go on and on about point guards, right? But specifically, Steph Curry affects the game totally on his ability to shoot and what he does without the basketball. So I don't think he could ever do what a Jalen Brunson has done or a SGA has done or, without other pieces. He can't just do it with a decent basketball team and lead them to a 2 seed. I don't think he can do that by the type of player he is. You ready to say something, OG? Tell me.
Yeah, just real quick for Fabian going. Just understand, point guards supposed to make their teammates better. As much as Brunson has the ball in his hand, look at everybody else around him.
Mm-hmm.
They get as much shots as they want and need. They're happy, and all of them are having career seasons. And it's sad that all these specialists, analysts, and these experts, nobody brought that up yet. Look at everybody around Brunson, how great of a season they're all having. That is because of Brunson. That's not because of no one else. Hartenstein, Deuce, Hart, DiVincenzo are having career seasons, a career year where they're all going to get paid. And this is playing with Brunson, who has the ball in his hand, probably 20 seconds of the 24 shot clock, but still finds a way to keep everybody else involved and happy. Listen, man, I keep telling people we haven't seen this since Allen Iverson. This season seems special, just like that MVP year with AI where they went to the chip. That's all I'm going to say.
Just flat out dominant. You were going somewhere with top 3, top 5 in the game right now, and as point guards, put them wherever you want, rank them wherever you want. There is somebody though who was hating on Brunson, hating on the Knicks crazy, and he's starting to come around, and he's starting to talk crazy. But for them, because for us, we've been saying this, but our boy Gilbert is back, and he's
I'm so sick of this nigga, man. Like it's a hard watch sometimes. Hard watch.
Yeah, he is.
It's a hard watch. And I'm gonna let you play the clip, man, but he just came on the screen and it just triggers some shit. Like, it's a hard watch because I understand the entertainment value of this sports media thing. I understand the entertainment value. But if two brothers know me, y'all two know me. I care about if you care about it. Like, okay, we can have fun, but care about it. And it's just too much niggas trying to be funny up there and tough. Yeah. Everybody tough and funny.
Yeah,
and all
it's
that.
too
like,
much. Yeah, they doing too much.
The game.
Yeah. Starting to be annoying too. Like at first it was entertaining, it was fun. And then, like you said, he'd definitely try to, give you some knowledge of the game. But now they just strictly it's annoying. So yeah, let's hit the clip. But I agree, Flea. I agree.
Just the pomp, the pompous arrogance that the whole panel, forget Gilbert, because McCants is like that, Jennings is like that, Kenya Martin is like that, Lexi Brown is like that, even her, like all of them up here have a level of arrogance that is like, damn, I don't even know if I want to sit with you niggas and talk basketball. But anyway, go on.
Everybody except Norris Cole, I think he's the breath of fresh air up there. But they
extreme breath of fresh air.
Yeah, I like him. He goes again, and then he makes sense. But this is Gilbert Arenas talking about the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, and how he feels he's at in Knicks history.
You need the market from New York to explode.
For sure.
Right? You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he has probably been, and this is no offense to Melo, he has probably been
Take it easy.
I know, I'm trying to, I gotta choose my words.
Take it
carefully.
easy, please. I'm listening too. I'm like, take it easy. Take it back. You can take it back.
The most dominant guard. Ha!
Like how you said that.
I slid out of there. I slid right out of there.
I like how you.
Gil's learning.
Gil, you a smart dude.
Don't ever do that again, Gil. I didn't like
most dominant guard.
And think.
Since I mean, shit.
Since Linsanity.
I mean, that was only for
2 weeks.
Hey, but that was a very dominant.
The league never seen nothing like that. By the way,
no, that's true. That I mean, but for the most part, I mean, when you're talking about like not a superstar, because he's not Melo name,
right?
Non-superstar, is this probably the best player in Knicks history that didn't have a superstar name?
I'm rolling with that. I can roll with that.
Steve?
Yeah, I think so. We can roll with that.
Okay.
So I think we got the gist of what he said. Start with you, Flea. You usually discuss it with what he talks about. What did you feel about those comments about Mr. Jalen Brunson?
I mean, the qualifiers, because he kept adding qualifiers every time. He added another qualifier before he made the statement. So if the end statement is Jalen Brunson is the best non-superstar that the Knicks have ever had, okay, I'll roll. I'm rolling. I don't think we need to reduce Jalen Brunson to non-superstar, right? Like, I don't think he should be strictly reduced to that to try to make a statement about the effect that he's had on the Knicks. Look, Clyde Frazier was great. Earl of Pearl Monroe was great. Willis Reed was great. Patrick Ewing was great. Carmelo Anthony was great. Bernard King, great. These are all-time great Knicks, right? So what Brunson is doing right now and has done, consistently, because now we can consider this consistency. Last year, what you say, OG? Last year, you got us to the playoffs out of the first round.
Right.
Do it again.
Right.
Do it again.
Right.
We in the 2nd seed now. We a 2 seed now. You averaged 28 a game this year. You carried this ball club through immense injuries. Go find me another team in the NBA. 30 teams this year that had the type of injuries the Knicks had in their top 3 seed. Go find me. Comments, help me. My brothers, help me. Celine, my daughter, go help me. Somebody find me 30 out of the 30 teams, the injuries that we dealt with. Go find me another team that's overcome it with a miniature guard.
Right.
Like, come on.
Well, listen, great point. And I'm going to just add on to that. So last year, we was the 5th seed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, come back this season. We the 2nd seed. Last year, what he averaged? 24, 25. He come back. He's averaging 28, damn near 29. Jumps into MVP candidacy. Of course, he ain't going to get it. But remember, you went from not even being thought about MVP to now people are really saying that. So the consistency, great point, Fleet. But this is my thing. Please, everybody, just give the young man his props. Let's not try to see. I have a tendency of comparing, but today I ain't gonna do that. Let's not compare him to nobody because I don't want to downplay the Melos or nobody. Let's just be happy that the Knicks are not the same old Knicks that everybody is used to. We have a bona fide superstar, and what this young man is doing, we haven't seen in a long time, especially in the blue and orange. See, we see that everywhere else. We don't see this in New York. We just don't. If it's Linsanity, it's a month. If it's Marbury, it don't last. If it's Melo, it's some problems. We got the team. We right now have people talking about we are conference finals contenders and fully healthy. We are title contenders. We didn't hear that with Melo. We didn't hear that with Amari Stoudemire. We didn't hear that with Marbury. So for me, what Brunson is doing is very special. And like Gilbert said, the city is behind him. The city is behind him. And I think we're going to continue to be behind him. And like I said, this young man is special. He's special, and people need to jump on the bandwagon how they do everybody else. Once again, I'm going to say this before, I'm going to leave it on this note. They was ready to make Halliburton a super duper star in a month. In 1 month, they tried to catapult Halliburton to superstardom. This young man been doing this all season. And then you still have analysts like Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp talking about Indiana. They were still picked in a 7-game series. Listen, man, the Knicks hate got to stop. But Gilbert Arenas, if you notice, it's these guys don't want to be wrong, Fabe. It's hard for them to say, yo, man, I was wrong. This young dude is doing this thing. The Knicks is legit. Nobody wants to say that because they don't want the backlash. Yeah. But we here to stay. We here to stay.
I'm just wondering. I don't get it. I don't understand. No matter where you were, expectations, like it really feels like it's set up. Like, what's so hard about just saying he's nice like that? Like he's just like that. Yes, he's more dominant than Melo. What the hell are people talking about? Ain't no in-betweens with me. You know how I do. I was dead wrong about Zion last night, by the way, but I'm dead right about Jalen Brunson. This is a year and a half. How the hell do you go about Max? We've seen Maxey without Joel Embiid. He couldn't do this. We saw it. It's not even close. We seen him against everybody else. With Carmelo, they need the right team around him. He came here with Amari Stoudemire. It's hard to really play around that style of play. And Brunson came in. If you're being real, these are both 2 scoring perimeter players. So Brunson was able to adapt. And again, I've seen him get better game in, game out, week in, week out, every month. Go against a double team, get the ball out of his hands. I didn't see Melo get better like that ever. If anything, he kind of regressed as a player for me. He came in the league like crazy.
All right.
Bro,
All right,
what?
Because you love getting in this bag.
Here we go.
You find a way. You find
Piss
a
you
way
off?
to get into this bag to try to shit on Melo. And I was chilling. But now he regressed it. Hold on. Let's back up a little bit. The last time we were 2 seed was when? Knick fans.
Carmelo.
Okay. When was the last time we won 15 to 18 games in a row? Tell me.
Carmelo.
Okay. When was the last time we had a scoring champion on the New York Knicks?
Oh, Carmelo.
See, like, you gotta relax, dog.
Okay.
You got to relax with this bullshit hate that you give on Melo. Every chance you get, when the door creeps open, you kick the shit off the hinges and go nuts.
I'm not a Carmelo guy. I've never been a Carmelo guy. It is about Brunson. I'm hyped because this is a guy that's here right now, and I'm behind him 1,000%. He's not just ranked 1A. He was doubted as a 1A guy, and now he's been proven to be a 1A dude more so than I ever predicted. I never expected him to be like this. Carmelo was expected to be a 1A guy and did not come through. The hell are you talking about?
How did he
Like
not come through?
we gotta knock this out of the ballpark.
How did he not come through?
Because his peers is D Wade and LeBron James, and them boys won championships. They went to 4 in a row. He didn't defend Lindsay. Like,
Together.
don't tell me he didn't have a team. I don't want to hear about any of this stuff.
They did that together.
Okay, so who did he team up with? How come he couldn't bring anybody to New York City? How come he couldn't get better every game when he was out here? Game in, game out.
What are you talking about?
No, he didn't. Knock it off,
bro. What are you
bro.
talking about?
He's been the black hole. You can watch.
I'm just sipping my tea.
Listen, this ain't even on this. It's not even close, bro. It's not even close.
I'm not, but that's your problem. You're comparing apples to oranges. You're comparing Carmelo Anthony to Jalen Brunson. Like, you're reaching now, and that's why I'm pissed off. Is because you're reaching because you have a vendetta against Melo. Go do that on your own.
No.
This ain't
I have
got shit to
I have
do with
I have
Melo
a
right now.
I have a vendetta against Knicks fans who still don't admit that he didn't come through. That still don't admit that he wasn't this. That's my problem.
What did Brunson do that has surpassed what Melo did? Tell me.
He's carried a team without everybody on the squad, bro. What are you talking about? He's been a true leader, like everything you just said.
What has
everything
he
we
done
described right now.
What did he do that Melo didn't do?
For me, he's done enough. He's proved he's over. He's overachieved.
Last time
Carmelo ain't even achieved.
We were second seed. Last time we were out the first round. Carmelo Anthony was our best player.
All right,
he also faltered against the Pacers, the up and coming Paul George, who surpassed him too. Let's not forget that.
Well, Fleet, I'm
not arguing. I don't give a fuck about that. I care about Brunson. You found a loophole to get your shit off on Melo, and I'm not letting you do it tonight. You do it every time.
Now we're ranking Jalen Brunson. So hold on a second. Let's just ask a straight up question. So you still rank Carmelo peak for peak higher than what Brunson has done
in his career?
In his Knick tenure, bro. Forget his career. You can't. He has to have a career first.
So I mean, be specific now. Be specific.
And the best of Carmelo versus the best of Brunson. What you been impressed with more?
What listen, recency bias for anybody. Because guess what? Guess what? When we won 54 games in 2013, when we were a 2 seed, when we were the oldest team in the league, and we had clearly a top 5 player in the NBA, when he was a top 3 MVP candidate, I thought we had an amazing team. But people gloss over that because they don't like him. Talk about the facts. The facts were we won 54 games. We won more games than we did now.
I ain't got nothing against that man. He's a cool dude. I always thought he was a cool
You don't know
dude.
that nigga. Shut up. You don't know him. You
I don't
about
know
he a
any
cool
of these
dude.
people. No, this is what I'm saying.
You don't know
Y'all
him.
act like y'all don't know any of these people when you act like this.
Him. He a cool dude.
But hold
you don't
on.
know him.
All right. But
Talk about the game.
But let me ask y'all a question. Just I'm gonna throw it out there. I understand what both of y'all saying. My difference between Melo and Brunson, with Melo, I never had hope to win a championship. I'm just being honest with you. Brunson.
Why?
All right, I'm gonna explain. Because to be honest, he's a very selfish player, and I don't think he played championship style basketball. That's just my opinion.
What gives you the impression that Jalen Brunson plays? And yeah, because the problem. This is what happens. Hold on, OG, because I'm gonna let you talk. But this is what happens. I start defending Melo, and for the people that ain't really listening well, it's gonna start sounding like I'm hating on Brunson, and that's not what I'm doing. Fabian did the nut shit like he always does, and tries to kick Melo in the back. You watch his podcast every week, but you want to kick him in the back. Cut it out. Like, what are you doing?
Well, that's my point.
Right.
Hold on a second. Why is it that if you're making a point about one guy, we got to get out of this. We got to get out of the fact that just because I feel the way I feel, I have anything against this man. You turned it into this. Yo, I'm not going to kick Brunson's back in. So what do you feel? Brunson, that Carmelo Anthony played championship style basketball?
I feel like Carmelo Anthony could absolutely win a championship. Absolutely could have won a championship. He did.
I agree with that.
Hold on. No, Flea, hold on.
He did it.
But Flea, to me, that's two different questions. I'm not saying he couldn't win. I'm just saying for me, when he was with our Knicks, the way that trade happened and we basically almost gave up a lot.
Even that, I think is a fairy tale.
Right,
that ain't even really like
right. Understandable, but still, I just
what happened to Wilson Chandler after that? What happened to Mozgov after that?
All right,
you wound up getting Felton back.
What
happened to Gallinari after that?
Okay,
let's be honest about these things.
Flea, listen.
Hold on, but see, I think that's not fair also because like he broke that down. He did not expect to come to the Knicks. When none of us knew any of this stuff until a month ago when he said, I thought I was going to the Lakers. So he unfairly took it on the chin saying, oh, yo, you guys think that I wanted myself traded for an entire team and everything like that. So that, yes, things like that have been put on him. And that's the reason why when you hear the word selfish and his style of play, you start to throw dirt on his name and believe everything. I get what you're saying, Flea.
George Karl got the world thinking Melo don't play defense. George Karl got the world thinking Melo is selfish. George Karl got the world thinking that. And George Karl, nobody in basketball circles even wants George Karl around them. But he's got all of the, he's had a hand in, fixing this narrative for the players that he just don't like. That's corny.
But Flea, I think it's wrong to do that because I don't even like George Karl. I don't like George Karl whatsoever. So when you bring him up, it's just like, I don't care what he says. I'm talking about his game. The person that Melo always reminded me of was Barkley. Oh.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get into an argument over Melo and Brunson. Y'all both make great points. For me, as much as I love Melo with the Knicks, and we make jokes and things of that, he was a great Knick. And right now, Brunson is just doing something special. And I just think the city, this is the first time in a long time that I've heard MVP chants and us really having a chance at a title, Flea, just to be honest.
Nah, that's a fact. I'm not
with Melo, of course, that should have been in the back of our mind because he's a super duper star. But to actually game by game, we living it and really seeing it is crazy right now. It's crazy. And listen, man, this kid Brunson he's giving the city hope, bro. He's really giving the city hope.
But okay, hold on. So that has to be the argument because Patrick Ewing's in the conversation too. And for a long time, he was. I guess he was giving the same.
But y'all don't disrespect Pat every chance y'all get.
No, wait a minute.
Because how great Brunson is. That's the problem with Knick fans. That's always been my problem.
But we don't even have him on the same level as Patrick Ewing yet. That's not there yet.
Why?
Because Patrick Ewing's a two-way player. He carried the team for 2 decades, damn near, bro. That's not Melo did it for what 7 seasons. So it's almost even everything you said compiled with that. Also with the fact that his style of play to me was never 1A because it's tough to win like that. Coby, these guys, Jordan, they figured it out, but that style of play is normally not the way to win a championship. It really isn't, unless you're the big man and kicking it out and stuff like that. So he never figured it. To me, Brunson kind of started off that way, but he's becoming a lot more unselfish and figuring this thing out. So for Gilbert Arenas to say that, what I'm trying to ask is, why are we so reluctant to even say that? Like, even right now, you fighting me the way you did because I said that. I might have been kicking more Carmelo's back in, but at this point, I got to pass Carmelo. I've been way more impressed with him than Melo. I can't say more than Patrick Ewing because Patrick Ewing, remember, he took this team from the ground up.
Well, I think you're not. You're not being fair, but the fact remains, we watched 7 years of greatness before he became a Knick, right? We watched Melo have a whole other career before he got to become a Knick. And the things that he did as a Nugget, when he came here, we were salivating over the fact that we have a player like that. And because it didn't pan out the way that we all three of us wanted it to, it is absolutely easy to say, yo, fucking Melo, man. So I get it. I'm not pushing back on that, fellas. I understand that. What I'm just saying is that expectations are different. The expectation for Melo coming in was like, yo, we have a top 10, top 5, top 8, wherever you had him at that time, coming into the door. We got a chance. And we got Amari. Oh, we got a chance, right? But here, we signed this dude, and one of us on the screen, I don't know who it is, but I'm sure one of us said, damn, we gave Brunson a lot of money. That's a lot of money. When he got that money, there was, okay, so if it wasn't one of us, there's a Knick.
Hold on, but do any of us think that?
At that time, I had to think about it. But me, at that time, I had said, whoa, 100 million for this young man? A little over 100?
But to be honest, Flea, with me, I never, like, at this point now, when it comes to the money, nothing surprises me. I just was wondering, okay, how good is he going to be over here? I knew he was good. I didn't see this. To be honest, I gotta be honest.
That's my point. Is the fact that people said we overpaid him. People said you saw that montage.
Of
all these analysts talking about the Brunson, and
of course.
All he's done is exceed expectations. So now that he's exceeded expectations, he's had a better Knick career than Melo. He's rivaling Ewing. Who the hell is Frazier now? Like, I don't want us to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's got to be, hold on, a little too much dip on our chip. Hold on.
But I don't think we've gotten there yet. I just think
we've
gotten past.
You have.
I've gotten past Melo definitely because Carmelo. That's why he was careful with saying more dominant than Carmelo, because you couldn't be more of a dominant scorer than Carmelo.
That's a fact.
Nah,
just being
top 10 all time.
Yeah.
Top 10 all time. Like, we gotta go chill out, Fabian. Like, even me was just like, slow up. This is what he does for a living. No. You can't.
Elite bucket getter. Yeah.
Right. And if we're being honest, it's easier for Melo to get the bucket. Like, when something's easier for somebody, you ain't listen, Jalen. We see you in crunch time. We still gotta figure this thing out.
And let's not forget, some of the greats, some of the GOATs say, when you ask them who's the toughest you ever had to guard, they say Carmelo. So we ain't that crazy. So that was a great point. We ain't gonna be sitting here and just going, who's a better bucket getter or a better scorer. No, Brunson is far away from that. So we always have to be clear when we're just excited to see what's going on. And it just seems like, this can go on for another 4 or 5 years.
Right.
As long as he stays healthy,
right.
We have the guy.
Right. The youth. And let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. It's refreshing. It's refreshing, fellas. This shit is refreshing. To be able to talk postseason basketball about the Knicks 2 years in a row, that's refreshing. When's the last time we've been able to stack years together? Right? Like, so I'm fully with y'all. I don't want us to forget the contribution Melo made to the Knicks, because whether we liked it or not, it was a contribution. It was a bright spot in the midst of a decade of Jesus Christ. We remember when we hit the 2000s, how rough it has been for the New York Knicks. So that 2013 season, it felt good. Like, oh shit, we won 54 games, 2 seed. We won 18 games in a row at one point. Like, it was dope, right? we go a whole nother 10 years, and now we get this godsend, and we like, okay, it's refreshing. So I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all.
And to shoot him some bail, some more bail, and to be totally honest, nobody has what Brunson has coming to a team, and your godfather is the GM. Like Melo did not have that. Like we cannot forget that.
Right.
He's
comfortable, Fabian.
He's beyond comfortable. You got your college teammates are your teammates.
Your
Pops on the coaching staff.
Your dad's on the bench. God daddy run the show.
Your best friend's on the team with you. Come on, man.
I'm comfortable.
You kidding me? At the crib.
At the crib.
Yeah.
Feet up, baby.
Yeah.
Feet up, baby.
And just like
feet up, comfortable, dog. Word.
And just like Melo, or just like Brunson, Melo wanted to be here. You know, he embraced. I know the trade rumors and everything. He's supposed to team up with Coby. So imagine hearing I'm about to go team up with Coby, and instead they ship you to New York. You're like, yeah, Amari's cool and everything, but that's cold. They just want to chip. Right. You know,
that tandem wasn't gonna work. Like it wasn't a tandem. It was cool because it was new, but it wasn't gonna work.
Nah, I disagree. I think him and Coby would like he needed a guy like Coby. Remember, Coby is 1A.
I'm talking about Melo and Amari.
That's 1,000%.
That's what I was saying. No.
Oh yeah.
Melo and Bean would have been fine. That would have been fine. They would have figured
that would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Super crazy.
Yeah, I would have. I might have. Yeah, I don't want to say that out loud, but I would have enjoyed watching that.
So thank you, Gilbert Arenas, for another heated argument with me and my boy. You got us looking like we're on your couch.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
Come on, I missed that, man.
What OG said? We
Ed Norton and Ralph Cramden, man.
Yeah, there you go. That's my brother.
Atlanta, Chicago. Who cares? Right.
That's a fact.
That's a fact, though.
That's a fact.
No disrespect. I love basketball. I love all these teams. I don't want to talk about them niggas.
I'm not talking about them. How about that? Go ahead. I'll get off the screen and mute. I ain't
DeMar showed up in a Nike tech suit just now. He like, I'm here, man. Whatever. Let's go.
But you know what? I just want to give props to Coby White. I tell a lot of young men, I have a son, and I let him know everybody can't be KD, John Morant, LeBron, Steph Curry. It's guys like Coby White that give young guards hope to make the league. So I'm very excited to see this young man, because in college I liked him, but I didn't know he was going to be this good. So it goes to show you hard work and dedication pays off. So yeah, we make fun of the Chicago, Atlanta. We don't care about that series, but Coby White is definitely an NBA player. He's definitely an NBA player, and I love to watch him play because, once again, he's one of those guys where in college you don't fathom he can be a starting point guard and make a difference and be good. So I just want to give a shout out to Coby White, man. I love watching the young man play, and I root for guys like that, Flea.
Nah, big shout out to Coby White, man. If Chicago won 15 to 20 more games, Coby White is going to be most improved player this year. If they won maybe 15 or 20 more, he wins that award.
No Lonzo Ball, no what's my guy?
No Levine.
Right, no Zach Levine, no Lonzo Ball. Come on, man. And they have an opportunity to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
You can't snooze at that.
Yeah.
You cannot snooze at that.
He's elevated his game to another level. He's gonna get paid. You know, he's gonna get paid.
Yes.
I just like the fact that he didn't he could easily get lost in the sauce. He could easily not work on his game. He could easily, get bumped down to the G League. He could easily start becoming a journeyman after being in the league for 2 or 3 years. But to your point, he's worked his ass off, and I absolutely, even with their record, he absolutely should get some consideration for most improved player. Like what you call it is gonna win it more than likely. Maxey will probably win it.
Probably.
Maxey will probably win it. Our boy was like a couple seconds,
9 seconds,
ineligible to
9 seconds
win the award. I think that's stupid, but big shout out Dante DiVincenzo.
We gotta change that. Yeah, DDV, man. What? He played 81 games. He missed one game playing the entire season.
Big rag.
And look how many minutes he was playing. But hold on, Flea. I want to give a shout out to the Chicago Bulls and the coaching staff for not tanking, not giving up, and still going out there and playing. Listen,
OG.
man, how many teams is in that situation and they just throw in the season?
OG, there's footage of us months ago in the
Come on.
mid-season when Levine went down. I was adamant to both of y'all saying, oh, they're done. They're going to tank the rest of the season. They're going to fire Billy Donovan. They're going to start moving at the trade deadline. Remember I said that, Fabian?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
They're going to fire Donovan. They're going to trade DeRozan. They're going to move Levine. And they're about to start the rebuild. These dudes, you know.
Somebody disagree with you, though. Somebody disagree
I'm not surprised one bit. That's what you do.
because
that's what we do.
Because I was impressed with Billy Donovan and OKC, and I was impressed. Like, they're competitive. So even when we play Chicago, I don't care about them, because we don't have to play them. And Philly just coming back in this game against the Miami Heat. I want to close out with that.
Philly was down 11. Now they cut it to 3, and now they got the ball.
I just want to say, are you go ahead, segue, because I got a question for y'all.
No, but hold on.
This game about
no. Before y'all segue, just real quick, I just want to ask both of y'all a question, please. If y'all could just spend 30 seconds to a minute, responding or answering. Atlanta Hawks, no matter what happens in the playoffs, whether they make it or not, what do they do with Trey Young? Please, I want y'all opinion.
Oh, Trey be a Laker by summertime. He'll be a Laker by the summertime, something like that. I don't see them continuing a relationship with him. They've gone through 3 or 4 coaches with him. They've mixed and matched. They've made moves. They've been a playoff team. They've made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, right? They had a run, right? There's nothing that I see with that team currently that they can do anything different with that roster that elevates them back to the place they was 3 seasons ago. They moved John Collins, right? Like, this Jalen Johnson kid is emerging. He's really, really good. They might start building around him and not Trey. So I threw the Lakers out there, but there's probably other teams. Like, if Miami doesn't find a way to get Dame this summer, they're going to shoot at Trey, right? Like, I could see some other scenarios going on with Trey Young. But to answer your question, yeah, that's what I see happening.
Shout out to AM Hoops, aka Crackhead Corver. He was one of the first people I seen. He said they might as well just trade Trey Young back to San Antonio so they can get back those 2 first-round draft picks they lost with what's the kid, DeJounte Murray.
Yeah,
right, that's another spot. That's another spot.
That makes a lot of sense for them, especially since he's courting Wemby and all that. I think, again, another guy that's been proven not to be a 1A guy, even though I love Trey Young. Like, he's a showman. When it matters most, he goes full throttle, and all of a sudden he shows up and he's a big time. I think he's clutch. Somehow he figures that thing out. He passes. He makes some amazing passes. He's just too short. But to see him with Wemby will kind of be like a circus act because he's mad short, and then Wemby's the tallest guy in the NBA. That nice. But Atlanta, damn, isn't that crazy? Conference Finals 4 years ago.
And at one time, and then at one time, you thought Trey Young was going to be the face of that team, the face of the Atlanta, and there was that new up and coming young, fun team to watch. And look, man, like, so yeah, I really, I'm looking forward to see what happens with Trey Young because, like I said, to get guys like that in their prime, Fabe, depending on where they go, listen, man, they could be a real difference maker. But I would love to see him with Wemby. I'm being honest. I would love to see him with Wemby.
There's a couple other teams that, like, you add a dynamic guard, and I think Fabian highlights this all the time. Yeah, Trey Young is an amazing scorer, a guy that can shoot the ball, put it in the basket. But Fabe always says this dude is an elite passer. Like, his passing skills are elite. So to put him next to a guy like Wemby is crazy. To put Trey Young next to a guy like Paolo in Orlando is crazy. To put Trey next to a Jimmy Butler and keep the Heat culture.
They can't trade him to any one of those. They can't trade him to Florida. Not the same division. Let alone the same. Forget the conference. The same division.
True.
But I would love to Trey Young on Orlando will be nuts.
Him in Orlando is crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
A guy that can get the ball to Paolo, a guy that can get the ball to Franz, a guy that can just distribute and he could score. Like Suggs, get off the ball and just go defend every team's best player. Suggs, and he's a great defender already. Listen.
Yep. Suggs will beat a Josh Hart, but just a better defender as far as on the ball. Crazy. I ain't gonna lie, man. Flea. Fabian too, but Flea. Listen, man. You come up with some scenarios. You called the Terry Rozier joint before. Listen, man, gotta give y'all props. You and Fabian, some of the things y'all say, it be mind blowing because I don't even be thinking of that. So that right there was wow. Trey Young over there.
Because see, here's the thing, OG. I know we got to wrap up, and I know Fabian has one more topic for us, but they got to find something over there, right? And I was going back and forth with whether Orlando this summer should be shooting at Trey or should they be shooting at CJ McCollum. One of the two, right? One of the two. A guy that can go scoring and pass the rock. What does Orlando do? I know we're veering off, but I was just thinking about that. What
Can I please respond real quick? Quick. Wow, you just see, because this is real basketball talk now. This is not this is what platforms don't do. This is not clickbait. Listen, this is real basketball talk.
What would scare us? What would scare us the most?
As Knicks fans. Hold on. Fabian is the GOAT. Okay, OG.
Trey Young
scares you more as a Knicks fan if they get
Trey Young would scare me the most, but what makes more sense is CJ McCollum. I think Trey Young over there takes the ball out of those guys' hands. I think CJ McCollum, that would be a perfect fit. He's a vet. He can still give you 15. He can handle the ball, and I think he won't be reluctant to let those guys shine. Remember, to me, Trey Young still is a 1A. No matter how small pause he is, it's hard to put him somewhere and he's the second option. Just being honest with you. I think CJ McCollum in Orlando, I think that's a thing right there. I'm sorry. I think that's something. That's something right there. That's not going to put them over the hump to championship level.
Right.
But
that's just
that's going
piece.
Right. That's going into the right direction to where now they are a legit threat to everybody. That means they can beat anybody in the playoff series with that move right there. I'm sorry. I like the Trey Young because of the superstardom and the name on the back of the jersey. Mm-hmm. But if it's CJ, I love it because what it's going to bring as far as just that OG.
A grown, you know what I say, grown up in the locker room.
Wow.
Put a grown up in the locker room, get some maturity over there, get some guys that's, been in the playoffs, because this Orlando team's going to be in the playoffs, get a little, they're going to get a little taste, no diddy, and it's going to, see what they do. Fabian, what you think, man? What scares you more?
I'm looking up some guys, the free agent list, looking at point guards. Nobody really stands out. You got D'Angelo Russell with the Lakers, but he can't be a free. He just signed.
No, he just signed last year, I think, right?
So I don't know what this thing is. Well, but two guys are all available. One guy's playing today because the Klay Thompson rumors already out there going to Orlando.
I saw that.
But a sneaky. This is sneaky as hell for Orlando if they could pick up these two guys in Disney World over there. James Harden, who I don't care for, and Buddy Hield over there will be insane. Because they need to open up the floor. This guy, Franz Wagner, has already pissed me off as just rooting for him. He's regressing as a shooter. They need guys to open up the floor for Banchero. But Buddy Hield there, or even that of James Harden, or the Trey Young guy, the guy who can pass and shoot, like Trey Young and James Harden, especially since Trey Young is younger, that's scary, man. They would scare us because, again, I don't think he's a 1A guy, AllBall. I don't think Kyrie's a 1A guy because 82 games, he ain't giving you 82. But if he's there for 82 games and he's going to be there for 35 minutes a game, then he's 1A. But most especially, he's 1A when it matters most. He's 1A when that shot clock says 4 seconds.
That's all that matters.
He's 1A when it says 10 seconds, and that's what Trey Young is. Trey Young is most, to say whatever you want. He's most definitely 1A when it matters most. He does it in the playoffs. He does it in Trey, baby. He does it in whatever stadium. Yeah, he would absolutely that would be scary for me, man. And I'm not even a total Trey Young guy. I got my criticism of him, but they make up for a lot of his deficiencies over there in Orlando with that defensive team that they got over there. So yeah, man, Trey is crazy.
That's it right there, Fabian. It's like if he goes over there, they quickly start making up for the fact that he can't defend. Because they already a great defensive team already. Young team, right? Like, so another bucket getter over there, just
crazy.
You know, I want to see what they look like in a 7-game series. What they look like, what they go to, what kind of adjustments they make, who shines, who doesn't, and then that'll let me know which, if it's Trey, if it's CJ. But I'm glad we spent a couple minutes on that. I definitely thought that was good.
Let's finish this up by talking about the two teams that are facing off right now, the Philadelphia 76ers and the Miami Heat. The game is a lot closer than what it started with in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you guys feel you want to play? Who do we have the better chance to play? And do you even care who we play? AllBall, kick it off.
I don't care who we play, but I'm gonna be honest. I want Miami. I got a vendetta against Miami. This goes back to the fight with Alonzo Mourning, my man Van Gundy hanging on his leg, LJ throwing the hands up. I love that.
Flip PJ Brown, flipping my son Charlie Ward.
Exactly. I love that rivalry, and that's our test. People think we ducking them. People think they got our number. So I'm just the type. Let's get it over with. Okay, y'all want to be the bully? Hey, let's get it over with. I would love to play Miami. As you can see, Philadelphia, they're not a good basketball team. Once again, you watch them. Embiid puts the ball on the floor too much. He wants to be a guard. Maxey, tough. But, of course, everybody would want to go the easy route and go, let's play. No, I want to play Miami because that's going to prove to the fans and to us and to the organization, we beat Miami, we go into the finals. Because to me, that's the only team that's standing in our way. Because for some reason, the matchups on the floor and that goddamn coach, man, Spo is a bad you-know-what. So I would love to play Miami. I'm not scared of Miami. I want the smoke. We're not running from the smoke. I would love to play Miami. But before I pass it to my brother Flea, Philadelphia 76ers, if y'all lose tonight to Miami, no Duncan Robinson, no Terry Rozier, you got to listen. It's time to get rid of Embiid. I'm saying it. If they don't go to the championship, Flea, or they lose tonight, they got to think about making some moves, Flea. Because I'm going to be honest, bro. For you to be the biggest guy on the court and you don't dominate first quarter, Bam is 2 fouls, y'all up double digits. Now y'all are coming back. But listen, man, I don't think nobody fears Philadelphia. But yeah, I want Miami. As a New York Knick, I want Miami in that first round. Let's get it.
My gut says I want to make up for what happened last year in the playoffs. They got us. Great series, 6-game series. Again, we were shorthanded there. I'll be honest. I don't feel like we're going in shorthanded this time. We know that Randall is not coming back, right? We know that. That's been known. This is what we got. This is what we rolling with. So miss me with, Randall is not here. Randall, we're not expecting him to be here at this point. So one side of me says I want to atone for last year, get back, get the smoke back with them, and beat them in the first round. That would even be better to just get them out of there early. But I will say this. Eric Spoelstra is a damn good coach. I don't care what seed he is. 8th seed, 9th seed, pumpkin seed, walnut seed. I don't give a damn what kind of seed he is. He's going to get it rocking, right? He's going to make the right adjustments. He's going to coach his ass off. And that is one guy that, because I always feel like Tibbs is one of the better coaches going into his playoff series. I don't care who you are. When Tibbs is going into the series against you, I'm cool with him being, at the head of our snake. But if it's Spo, I start feeling a certain way because he's just a damn good coach. They keep finding the next guy. They let one go and they find another one. Highsmith and Jaquez Jr. Last year it was Gabe Vincent and Max Strus, right? And Caleb Martin, right? Every year, the year before that, it was another guy. Every year they find a mature player to help them continue what they're doing. So yes, my gut says I want to get back at Miami. But if I'm looking at our team, I would much rather play Philly. Philly is not as physical. I don't think they're as well coached, although Nick Nurse is a good coach. I don't think if you're matching up Nurse and Spo, I think Spo is the better coach. I think the assortment of players, right, together, that Philly team is not better than us. When you stack them up against us, they're not better than us. I don't even care if we without Julius. Julius just makes us that much better than them. But do they have the best player? Yes. Who has the better team? We do. So if I want to get some rest, yeah, give me Philly. Because I think we could get Philly out of here in 5 or 6. But if I want to feel good going into the second round, no matter what, yeah, give me Miami. Because I got some vengeance against them.
I'm gotta be honest. I think it's oh man. Shout out to Carla.
Carla
Harmony.
Love.
Big shout out Carla always. Come on, man. Big shout out to Carla. Family for life.
Dropping a jewel. I think that every time Flea comes on here, she's just always just showing Flea love, man. Because when it's me by myself, she just goes, "Yeah, what's up, Fabian?" Keeps it pushing. Well, Flea, she dropped the jewel. Hold on, she dropped the big diamond on the screen.
Hey Flea,
with
tell him stop hating too, man. Come on.
Listen,
man.
understand. We're one. Because if we was on the street, that's cock blocking. You feel me? If we outside, if we're on the block, that's cock blocking. But we don't look at Harmony like that. Much love to Harmony and respect. I don't want her to feel like we being disrespectful. I'm just saying, if we on the block and Shorty say, "Damn, Flea, your glasses is fly," and they don't say yours are, and you come back with that.
Hold on. First of all,
she
never mentioned the name. She never mentioned the name. I put it out there. I'm over here playing Chuck Woolery, Love Connection, and all that on the internets. But whatever. Next time I know better. I'm just gonna.
I'm going up for your synopsis.
But big shout out. She always show love. Family for life. You ever need any of us? Let us know. All fun, man, but all love. Thank you.
You the best. You the best. You the best, Harmony, for real.
Show number love.
I don't care who we play, man. Clearly Embiid is hurt, and I think they'll be limping in there. But I'm not impressed with Miami this year. I think whether they're 7th or 8th, they're gonna lose to Boston as well. It's gonna take a lot. I don't believe in all that Jimmy Butler playoff Jimmy this year. Not happening. And you can see this season. What's going on now? If you throw OG at them, it's over. What are they gonna do? I know Flea, you told me Jaime Hawkins could D up. I guess they're gonna throw him at Brunson, but we've been seeing these kind of coverages all day, all year long. So I'm just not impressed with them. I saw them when Julius Randle, when he went down, that was major, and we lost to them the following game after that. But with OG and Anunoby in our team, I gotta stay consistent. OG changes everything, man. And if he X's out your best player, whoever's hot, he's gonna X them out. And then we haven't even really seen a month full of Mitchell Robinson and OG Anunoby. It is over. It is over. What's up with my camera? How come the camera doesn't work? It is over. We need a different camera. Wow. It's over though. We haven't seen a month worth
switch
of
your angles in mid-conversation?
Crazy.
Yo, what's happening?
So look, he Hollywood now. I told you.
Yo, OG, hold on. Hold up.
He got a cameraman. He got a cameraman over there with him.
My son switched angles in mid-conversation and then tried to front. Look. He tried to front like, wait, what's wrong with my camera?
Hold on. By the way, Philly just hit a 3, took the lead. They up 3, 76-79.
Yeah.
A lot of time left though.
That
was excellent, man. Jesus,
they don't want no parts of us, man. Embiid, he's struggling. He's limping, man. If like you said, Flea, if we want to take guaranteed 4 games and out, you can bring Philly. Let's go to Philly real quick.
I think we could punk them. I think we could bully these niggas. I really think so. Miami, I don't think we're gonna bully them. I think we're gonna have to play better, but we're gonna have to actually beat them. But Philly, there's food over there.
And remember, OG and Mitch, they need this rest. So that's what I'm saying, man. Listen, we going into the playoffs healthy. Everybody has little knickknacks. Brunson, you see, he was his wrist or hand a little bit. Josh Hart a little bit. So now these guys got a week to rest, and get ready. Listen, man, I really think we about to do something special, and the Knicks is about to shock the world, man. We really are. I really believe there's one team standing in our way, and it's the Miami Heat. I don't think no one else is a threat. Now, of course, the Boston Celtics should be a threat because I ain't that crazy. When you're looking at that team on paper with Tatum and Brown and Drew Holiday, you got to offer that. But everybody else, Fabe, I'm being honest, I'm not scared of. I'm not scared of at all.
They said Indy could sweep us a couple weeks ago. Last week, what did I say? And I was a Knick fan. Big shout out to nostalgic Knick. We love you, Nick. But sweep us?
Shaq and Barkley said that. And Kenny and Ernie sit on the panel and don't even that's what I'm saying. How do you just not be like, hold on, y'all? Like, are y'all being serious? Or y'all trolling? Like, what are y'all talking about?
Yo, Nicholas Batum is single-handedly
in the fourth quarter
taking this game home. He's hit 6 threes tonight.
That's why you get them vets. This is what they get paid for. But now we got a game, 2 per game.
That's it right there.
Nicholas Batum,
the former Clipper. I think he's the guy that Tobias Harris, because he just shows up out of nowhere, right? Like Batum. Oh,
and he played defense.
Wait. Yo, Fabian is
like how is Tobias Harris not better than Batum? Or
he is, baby. He is.
Nah, man.
He is.
Like I'd rather, because in all honesty, like AllBall said earlier, you got Tobias Harris at that price. So now it's like, remember, you expected to be this, and that's my problem with Cat. It's my problem with a lot of guys. Batum is on a 2-year deal. He's a free agent this summer. That's a nice little pickup.
Yeah, guys like that can definitely help teams, man.
I don't want no parts of Tobias Harris contract. Why? What's so funny, please?
I'm just laughing because he said now we compare Tobias to Nicholas Batum. And there's no disrespect. Batum is a pro, seasoned pro. So it's not disrespectful. It's just like, damn, Tobias.
Yo, listen, listen what they just did. They're not even looking at Tobias. They just threw a steal because they ain't even want to throw Tobias Harris the ball.
The ball inbounds. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Who gonna sign him in with a new contract?
He's hurt.
Yeah, remember he got hurt. I think might have been the first half.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Yo, Flea, I don't like when they do that. If Buddy Hield has a clear way to go cross half court, why throw it backwards and cost you half a step?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's crazy to me.
Yo. Maxey got that quick step where he jump off that 1 foot. That layup is automatic. But yeah, Fabe, take us home, man, because this game is starting.
Good shot,
hero.
Man, Fabian perspective, expected, so accepted. We have to finish this game. Deja un like, comentario, suscribe, mi gente.
We out, y'all. Have a good night, everybody.
Yes, sir.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not.